Okay, I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Beaver Township trustees. It is April 14th, 2020 at 6 p.m. Could I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Kapler.
Here.
Mr. Tabor. Here. Mrs. Simmons.
Here.
Do the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, our next regular township meeting will be held Tuesday, May 12th, 2020 at 3 p.m. at the administration office. Pay some bills, please.
We have had a request to have your microphone closer to you. And I'd like to make a motion to pay the following bills from the payroll accounts. Checks $10,288. Okay. Checks $10,288 through $10,290 and $110,377 through $110,523. And from the regular account, checks $41,089 through $41,194 for a total of $260,415.92.
Second roll call.
Mr. Kapler.
Yes.
Mr. Tabor.
Yes.
Mrs. Simmons.
Yes.
Okay, police report from Chief Carl Frost. He's requesting that the trustees accept the resignation of dispatch trainee Holly Bond effective April 1st, 2020. So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Kapler.
Yes.
Mr. Tabor.
Yes.
Mrs. Simmons.
Yes.
Okay. He submitted an agreement from Mahoning County agencies, department, political subdivisions, or nonprofits located within Mahoning County for the decontamination of N95 masks. This agreement will be for both the police department and the fire department. It may cost the township $3.25 per mask per cleaning. This agreement had to be returned no later than Monday, April 13th, 2020. I'll make that a motion effective April 12th.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Kapler.
Yes.
Mr. Tabor.
Yes.
Mrs. Simmons.
Yes.
Let me do these
The
monthly
monthly
stats.
statistics are on that separate on his actual report if you want to read.
Okay, monthly stats for March. We had 1,901 calls for service, 4 criminal arrests, 12 citations issued during 47 traffic stops. That's it. Oh, we received recertification by the Ohio Cooperative as of 4/6/20. You want to do the fire, or anybody?
Sure, I can do it. Fire department report from Chief Larry Sauerwein. For the month of February, Beaver Township Fire Department responded to 89 calls for service, bringing our year-to-date total for 256. These include 5 alarm activations, 7 lift assists, 1 brush fire, 2 motor vehicle accidents without extrication, and 11 mutual aids. Larry's requesting that the Board of Trustees deem engine number 10, 1993 Sutphen unfit for public use. We'd like to sell it at an auction with Bear Auctioneers. Date is to be determined.
Resolution 2011.
I second
Roll call.
Mr. Kapler.
Yes.
Mr. Tabor.
Yes.
Mrs. Simmons.
it. Yes.
I am also requesting that the Board of Trustees deem a box of fittings and hose adapters as excess equipment to be sold at auction with Bear Auctioneers. Date to be determined on that also. That's resolution 2012.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Kapler.
Yes.
Mr. Tabor.
Yes.
Mrs. Simmons.
Yes.
And I am also requesting that the Board of Trustees deem the Scotty Kids safety trailer unfit for public use to sell at auction with Bear Auctioneers. Date to be determined.
I think we need to put that on, let's put that on hold.
Put that one on hold.
Yep.
Okay. So we'll table that.
Let me read the EMS.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. EMS fire inspection report from Frank Dispenza. All training activities except for COVID-19 response training are suspended. All annual inspection activities were halted on March 16th, 2020 due to the COVID-19 lockdown. Statistics are on a separate agenda. Let's see. Total responses 67, total patients seen 69, total transports to the hospital 49, total loaded miles is 358.8 miles. Total activities, 27 for the inspections. Do you guys want the numbers on the back? What the breakdown is of each of the
No.
transports? Okay, that will be entered into the record.
Okay.
You do the roads. The road department, report from Brad Burbick, road superintendent. Brad's requesting that the Board of Trustees approve the application to participate in the 2020 and 2021 winter salt program with ODOT for 225 tons. You make that resolution 2013.
Second.
Mr. Kapler?
Yes.
Mr. Tabor?
Yes.
Mrs. Simmons?
Yes.
We've got our new boom mower. It's here and it's working good. Brad's also requesting that the Board of Trustees deem the 1999 6310 John Deere with Tiger boom mower and ditcher bed as surplus equipment. It will be sold at an online municipal auction through Bear Auctioneers. It'll be resolution 2014.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Kapler?
Yes.
Mr. Tabor?
Yes.
Mrs. Simmons?
Yes.
Brad's also requesting that the Board of Trustees approve the application for the 2020-2021 CDBG grant for the Woodworth Neighborhood Improvement Project, Phase 1. This is to replace 2 crossover pipes on Krebs Road and 2 crossover pipes at Forest and Harvard. Also resurface Forest, State Route 626 to Harvard and Krebs, the eastern half. The total cost, estimated cost of the project is $98,960. The estimated cost for the township for the engineering fees is $9,000.
So moved. Roll call.
Mr. Kapler?
Yes.
Mr. Tabor?
Yes.
Mrs. Simmons?
Yes.
Rick, okay, the zoning report, Rick Martin, there was 9 total permits for evaluation of $2,851,000. That's all we have. Park and maintenance report, Scott Conway. All of our parks are open, however, our playgrounds, basketball and tennis courts are closed for now. Why not go for a walk and enjoy nature? The pavilion rentals for May are canceled. We can reschedule a later date or refund the rental fees. Senior meetings for May are canceled. Park maintenance crews continue working and is preparing our parks for when we can resume normal activities. And everybody stay well.
Can you do recycling?
Yeah, go ahead.
Recycling report, Cindy Sauerwein, recycling coordinator. They stopped curbside pickup, so bins are getting fuller. They placed a sign at the site about not leaving stuff on the ground. Some sites have been getting trashed. There's a possibility of getting emptied more until this is over, and I'm also using the fire department device to spray disinfectant at the site.
Fiscal officer?
Okay, all the department heads, including you trustees, received the quarterly end financial statements with, you folks don't, but the department heads get the detail of every transaction. Those are available for you upon request, but each department receives a line item of everything that was spent and everything that was received year to date through 3/31. Before I continue on, I did correspond with the state auditors last week. They are remotely doing audits at this point, and I will begin to PDF file our 2018 and 2019 records sometime this week, and we'll see how this all works out, and then we'll be scanning and sending a lot of the documents to them. I don't know if they'll show up at any time to sit out here, I doubt it, but we'll be prepared for that. As far as something for this evening, I'm requesting that the Board of Trustees approve the following appropriation change as presented.
Resolution numbers,
2015?
Yeah, 2015.
So moved.
Second that.
Roll call.
Mr. Kapler?
Yes.
Mr. Tabor?
Yes.
Mrs. Simmons?
Yes.
The only other thing, I started the process of looking at the renewals. We'll have 2 renewals coming up in the fall, a general fund renewal, I believe it's 1.9, a police renewal that'll be at 2.9. Started to redo the language, and I'll have the prosecutor's office review the the language since 2015 a little bit changed, so I want them to review that. And then at the May meeting, we will be asking you to present that as a certification from the county auditor to see how much that the renewals will generate. But that's all I have. Thanks.
Thank you. Okay, new business, old business. We need, safety building needs some repair on the roof for $2,900. Technique roofing systems.
I'll make a motion to do that.
Do we need to, I mean, do we even need to, it's just a requisition, won't it?
Yeah, that'll just be.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Somebody have an update on the Woodworth Park walking trail?
Yeah, I talked to, I emailed back, Laura, to see where we were. They shot all the survey, the grades of the trail, and they're currently working on the boardwalk design and the details for it. They should have a preliminary set of drawings for us within the next couple weeks. And then Thomas folks also working on ODNR Nature Grant works. The grant application is due June 1st. We're gonna look for some grants for 3 park benches, 3 trash receptacles, 3 dog cleanup stations, anything else we wanted to try to come up with for the grant.
Do you think they'll be able to start on this year?
Yeah, that's still,
I mean, it's not,
all construction's still moving forward.
it's not like it's taxpayers' money,
Exactly,
anyways,
yeah.
money was donated, it has to be spent on that, so we might as well.
Right.
put it
That's
back.
exciting.
What about Memorial Day? There's nothing, we might as well figure on not.
And I think with the COVID-19 issue.
Grayed out for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna have to cancel that this year, unfortunately.
Okay. I have one other thing.
Yeah.
Armstrong Cable asked us to do an update for the COVID. And so after 3 or 4 days, we got all the pictures shot, all the videos shot, and that should be up on the website on Armstrong, just talking about all the updates in the township, what's open, what's closed. If you're on our website, you can already see that, but if people don't know, they'll be able to be informed through Access 20 channel.
Just one last thing regarding that contract that you approved on the cleaning of the N95 masks. I spoke briefly with Nick Monterelli today, and he indicated probably a substantial portion of that is going to be reimbursed by FEMA for the 325. So it may not cost us very much, if anything, so that might be a real good thing for us. But that's being handled by a different group within the county offices. So I just wanted to bring you up to date.
We already had what, a reduced rate, 25 cents a mask, I think, wasn't it? Then
It was
started
3 and a
3.50, was it 3.50?
3.25, but it's gonna be, whatever the match is from FEMA, it
Okay.
could cost us very little, if anything.
It's hard to believe for something that cost the hospitals 50 cents brand new.
Yeah, cost of
When they had them in there. See, 3M's gonna be geared up to make $1 billion a month here in a couple months, you believe that? That'll
But
be,
in the stock up on the tree.
yeah. So, I don't know about you guys, but I feel very fortunate. I'm able to stay at home. Lynn's able to work from home. But we gotta remember, there's a lot of people out there that don't have that choice. We have our first responders, our firefighters, and our police officers, and our health care professionals, and thank God for that.
Yeah,
For sure, that fire department and that EMS department that
Yeah.
went through the ringer, making sure that people are taken
Yeah.
care of in this township with changing their clothes and trying to find the PPE stuff. And kudos to those guys and the police.
Yep.
I just appreciate all of them so much, what they've done.
It's gonna be, I'll tell you, after this is all over, it's gonna be, I'm wondering how easy it's gonna be to get police officers and stuff. You think
Mhm.
about it? I mean,
We'll definitely do it.
Well,
for
and
sure.
I'll just put in a plug for Tracy Parks, because she's here every day.
Yep.
Fortunately, we work out a system where she's here during the day, then I'll come in the evening when required to review things and sign things. But she also, just as our zoning, I mean, people are here working and doing a great job of protecting themselves, and so she's the support behind the folks that are out there doing all this. So.
Same with school teachers when it's time to go
Yeah.
back to school.
Yep.
I feel there's gonna be a lot of retirements for people that they're not gonna go back, you think?
I don't know, so many people are out of work,
There's
just
a lot
all
of people
different
anxious to
industries that
get
are
back on.
unrelated, it's just unbelievable how many people are not working.
Yeah, it is, it's, I mean.
It's true, some doctor's offices that I know have shut down, and I told my husband, will they come back? Because, you know, they're on the, close to retirement, and do you restart all that? I don't know.
Good question, because time will tell.
Yeah, exactly. It's, people that could, we're gonna wait till they were older to take social security, they're gonna take it now at
Right.
62. And it's gonna be interesting to see how this all shakes out. I know, worry about my son-in-law. He's not only is he a policeman, but he's also an EMT and a firefighter, so he's not only works his normal 8 or 9 hour as a policeman, then he's out making calls at night. That's, so kudos to all those people. Anything else? Make a motion to adjourn.